Do you want to learn how to draw this adorable little Volkswagen van? Then you need to grab yourself something to draw with, something to outline with, something to erase with, and something to write with, and we can go ahead and get started on this cool little vehicle. Adorable little Volkswagen truck. We are going to start by making a nice round rectangle for the base of our vehicle. So I'm going to start about the middle of my vehicle and I'm going to go down and around. And then I'm going to continue that line over here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to curl. And I just don't want my lines to be straight and pointy. I'm not making a box, I'm making a vehicle. So it's gonna have to have those curved edges here. Next, I'm gonna come down here towards the bottom of my Volkswagen and I am going to actually curve a little bit. So just a slight angle here. And then I'm gonna connect those two lines. And that's just so I can add in the bumper to my car. So I just want a slight angle down there for where the bumper is going to connect to my vehicle. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the middle of my paper and I'm going to work down and I'm going to go ahead and make a nice rectangle. Now this can have sharper edges because this is just going to be a license plate. Pardon the bunny in the background making all sorts of noises. We're going to make a little curved line from here and go straight down. So we're going to come out and down. And this is just showing me that the bumper is wrapping around the side of my truck. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it upside down and I'm going to kind of follow my bumper line up here around and into the bottom portion of my license plate. I do want my license plate to kind of be hanging off the front where the bumper is. Since this is the bottom of my vehicle, I'm going to go in and add in 2 tires. So I'm going to add in 2 tires, and they are going to be a little skinnier down at the base than they are up towards the vehicle. And that's just how I'm drawing it. I'm going to go up to the top. Since this is a little bit of a retro vehicle here, a little vintage, I'm going to add a line going across the top. And then I'm going to double that line to create like a stripe going across the top of my little vehicle. And then in the middle here, I'm going to draw 2 lines and I want to keep them parallel to one another going vertically. So they are pointed up and they are just evenly spaced. And that's going to be the middle section of my windows. So now I'm going to curve and I'm going to go all the way down and across and I'm going to create these window shapes, but I want my edges curved. I don't want pointy, sharp edges. So go ahead and create your windows. Come down and make sure that you have those rounded edges. We do not want any sharp, pointy edges. So now I have the windows to my vehicle. I have the body of my vehicle. I have the tires. We are going to come back up here next to these windows and we're going to create some side mirrors. We are looking at this vehicle from the front. So we are going to see the front part of this vehicle only. We're not going to see the back or the side. So if we were looking at it head on, we are going to see the side mirrors. So I'm going to make 2 parallel diagonal lines. And then at the end of those diagonal lines, I'm going to create a rounded rectangle. So no sharp corners. Create that rounded rectangle shape for side mirrors. So now my vehicle is coming along quite well. Underneath where those lines are, I'm going to go to the middle of my paper, hold my finger there, and I'm going to create a curve for the design of this vehicle. and I'm gonna stop. I wanna be a little bit above the base part here where my bumper is on my car. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna curve from here up into just underneath where my mirror is. And this just gives me that little pattern that an old VW van would have on it. So next I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna add the lights. So I'm gonna do a circle here for the main headlight, and on the other side, one in the same spot. And then up above, I'm just gonna add a smaller little red headlight. A circle for a little red headlight just to add a little extra something there, because there is a lot of space there that I kind of need to account for right now. Next, I have the circle in the center of my vehicle. So I am going to go ahead and make a nice circle. And instead of trying to make the VW logo, I am just going to make a peace sign. And you can do whatever you want in this little section. I'm just gonna add a little peace sign and finish my vehicle off the way that that is. I'm gonna come in here and add my horizon line. And I'm gonna bump all the way across, create a line there. And then in the background here, I'm gonna add some bushes or some little tree line. And I just add a bunch of bumpy lines, and that just kind of helps give my picture a look of having bushes in the background. And my drawing is done. Now I just need to color it. So the next thing you're going to do is either outline your picture with marker or something dark and grab whatever medium it is that you like to add color with. I'm going to use crayons. Stick around and see how I color my wagon. Look at how cute our little Volkswagen van turned out. I absolutely love it, and I love the color choice that I chose. I can't wait to see what kind of colors you chose. I chose a baby blue teal color. And then I decided to go with almost a skin colored peach. I just kind of thought those two colors would look pretty good together. Then I made my bushes in the background green and my grass green. I figured maybe it's just parked in a park somewhere. And I colored my windows in with a little bit of gray, just so that way you can't really see anything inside and I don't have to draw any extra details. So that's just a nice way to get rid of any additional work that I would have to do to create something inside of the van. I hope that you enjoyed drawing this little Volkswagen van as much as I did. It was so much fun. I hope that you love yours as much as I love mine. I cannot wait to see you again. Please like and subscribe, share, let everybody come and enjoy these lovely doodles every day. There are new ones, and I can't wait to see you again. Happy doodles!